For our third play-on production, we plan to have kind of a digital frame for a play we invented for our stage. The play was First Love, A Midsummer Night's Dream, after William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. And the digital frame is kind of a scavenger hunt through the inner city of Linz. You can experience how it might be to do theater and to work in theater. And you learn as a student that theater is not only learning text and then coming to the general rehearsal, but to work on a longer time period, like a year or whatever, to create the stage design, to create the costume design, to work with the actors. And by having that digital frame, we hope to like bring theater closer to our young audiences. And we build it on special things of the production First Love, A Midsummer Night's Dream, but we tried also to make it fit to all of our other productions as well, so that the digital frame has no end and we can extend the period of time in which it is running.
Grüß dich. Hallo. Welcome. Schön, dass es geklappt hat. Willkommen in deinem Praktikum am Landestheater Linz. Ich bin NOrA, die Neulingsorientierungsapplikation. Ich bin dafür da, dass sich alle Neuzugänge am Theater, und mit deinem Theaterpraktikum bist du ja ab heute Neuzugang, orientieren können.
I think First Love and First Love, Midsummer Night's Dream and this game are a very good fit together, because First Love is a lot about theater, on the subject matter in the play itself, because there are these youngsters that have to play theater and they kind of love it, but they kind of try to figure out how to do it, and their first run through is not that big a success, but that's theater. You have to rehearse and rehearse and rehearse. And on the meta level, because it's a production where we went out and beyond to work together in the big theater that we have, and took people from different departments. We have 2 singers on stage, we have 2 dancers on stage, and we have 3 actors from our young theater department on stage, and they act together as one ensemble, and they dance together and they sing together, and we have musicians on stage. And it kind of all became one thing, and actually it's also a love for theater that is transported in that piece. And to branch out this love for theater, we wanted to have the audience experience how it is behind the scenes, how where do you go when you have your first day as an intern in a theater. And this is basically the plot. You're an intern in a theater, you get your theater card, and then you have to run around all the departments to get things done.
Hi, NOrA told me that you're responsible today. I hope you speak English. I am a choreographer, and the main language in dance is English. As our ensemble comes from all over the world. By the way, did you know that there are more than 800 people from over 40 countries working at Landestheater Linz? But let's skip the chit-chat. I need help to teach some parts of a choreography to our new extras. You just have to lead the couples through the choreography as I tell you. If you're ready, press OK. And forward. And left. And backward. And forward. And forward. And right. And forward. Great! That's working perfectly. Thank you. You can stay and watch or go back to the map.
What's new this time is that we've moved into another dimension. Normally, we only work relatively heavily in the digital world. But this time, I think we've taken the biggest step towards real and digital that you can take, and that's with augmented reality. This time, we're not tied to a specific location on a stage like we normally are, but this time, anyone can really go out there with these devices and experience the digital worlds wherever they are.
Technically, it's an augmented reality application, which means that you combine artificial content, 3D content, with real video. And, of course, it's always difficult to make them match. The fact that 3D content is artificial and has nothing to do with the lighting situation in real life, and that it still fits into the scene of the film video, that's one of the biggest difficulties. And of course, the whole logic behind it as well, so that all the stations work, that all of the games work that we've built. There is a lot of artistic freedom and ideas and creativity behind it, but the whole programming and technical side of things, in JavaScript in our case, getting it all to run on cell phones, well, that was definitely a technical feat. Very difficult, but in the end, it was kind of worth it, I would say.
When we started to think of a digital frame, our digital artists, Nils and Manuel and Fiona, figured out what different kinds of possibilities there are to prepare that scavenger hunt for us, to work with geo-specific locations, to work with augmented reality and with audio. And we had plenty of tryouts, which kind of tool we could use for that experience. And we ended up to use Wall by Niantic, which is the base of Pokemon Go. And that worked pretty well for us, mainly for two reasons. One is that you are able to enter it with almost any kind of smartphone. And the second thing is that Wall pretty much brought everything we wanted to use. And we pretty much tried to invent the content together with the media artists team and us, the dramaturgs and directors of Landestheater Linz.
Basically, we worked with our 3D package Blender again. And so we made several so-called 3D scans in advance, which simply help us to have a more realistic image and help us reproduce 3D environments that we imported into Blender. There they were processed and then optimized for the reuse in Wall in order to be able to reproduce them with the highest possible quality.
Super, du hast schon alles geholt. Das geht ja fix. Ich habe den Vorhang auch gefunden. Dann schauen wir doch mal, ob alles zusammenpasst.
Through all the digital experience we tried to work out during the last 3 or 4 years, the important thing is to have tryouts from the beginning on, to try out what is working, when are all the newbies coming in, when do they get angry, when do they want to smash their smartphones against some walls because something is not working. That might be my best advice for everyone working with digital tools. Try it out as early as possible.
Well, now that it's been online for a while, it's always very exciting, of course. So when you just, put something out in the world and then just several hundred people now experiencing what you've been working on for the past couple of months, it's exciting. So it's a mixture of nervousness, excitement, and at the same time, joy, of course.
A little bit more relaxed now that most of the work is thankfully done, and now the show can only go on.
Yes, this is my first production in this theater. And now that people are coming here and trying it out, I'm hopefully nervous that everything will work out over the next couple of days.
So I think there were projects where I slept less than before launching this project, because now we already kind of know what's coming on and we have a team and we support each other.
I feel kind of relieved because every digital project is kind of so new to me, to us, and I don't get the things which happen behind the tool. For me, it's a big relief to see that it works. I think it's kind of a pretty big project. It's not that small. We thought in the beginning it should be or could be. So I'm happy. It's there. Lucky us.